So the data is extremely easy to analyze, especially if closed questions are used in the questionnaire, because you'll just be noting down who said yes and who said no. They're easily repeatable, as questionnaires can be written up in a few hours at most, and all the answers or all the questions will be exactly the same for everyone. Participants may be more comfortable performing a questionnaire over an interview, since there's no face-to-face consultation. However, the disadvantages come with this as well, as in nothing can be done in the event of misunderstanding of questions, so they cannot be clarified to the person participating in the questionnaire. There's no guarantee that the participant will answer all the questions, and there's also no guarantee that the participant will even return the questionnaire altogether, which would be a waste of your time and a waste of money. So, there are two types of observations. The first one being disclosed or overt, meaning open, and the other one being undisclosed or covert, meaning closed. So overt is when the research is open to the participant and they are observing about their intentions, and the participants know what's going on and they know they're being watched and they know they're being observed. So advantages of this are that no ethical issues are raised because the participants are aware of what's going on. So there's no deception, there's no omission, nothing like that. It's a non-bias and it keeps to objectiveness, as in the data will be based on fact and not opinion. However, participants who know they're being watched will change their behavior depending on this. So this links back to the Hawthorne effect that I mentioned earlier, and this could lower the validity and reliability of what you gain as a result. And undisclosed, which is the opposite. This is essentially the complete opposite. So there will be no effects from the observer, so you will be witnessing the true behavior, and thus the validity is higher. However, you do risk the ethical issue of deception by omission due to not telling the participant what's going on. Quantitative data is information about quantities involving numbers. This can be Premier League top scorers, trophies won by a specific club, and it's entirely numerical. So questionnaires are a report technique which collects data from a set of questions. Closed or open questions can be asked. And the strengths and weaknesses are as follows. Information can be easily collected, they're easily repeatable, cheap and quick to set up, participants may be more comfortable. However, questions may be misunderstood and they cannot be explained because there's no face-to-face explanation. Response rates may be low, etc. Notational analysis is the study of movement patterns, collects stats such as successful shots, percentages, etc. This can include videotaping to make observation easier, can show strengths and weaknesses, and can show or compare improvements. However, you may miss things. This can be counted with recordings, and you'll need several observers if you're watching a team, as there is too much to see for one person. Lab-based data is essentially data based in a lab. Clues in the name there, really. In lab studies, all subjects know they're being observed. It comes with a high internal validity, however, because the environment is somewhat fake and set up, the validity may be low of the lab-based data. Field-based data is more natural than lab-based data, as it's set in a completely unscripted environment, and thus people are more likely to act naturally. However, you have a low level of control over involved variables, and it can be time-consuming to set up and expensive to carry out. Independent groups are unrelated and different groups of participants. Dependent or repeated measures are where the same participants are used in each condition. And matched pairs are where each group of participants are matched to the variable being used in the experiment. And that is everything. So thank you for watching.